Hey, good morning. Hello, how are you all? Come on in here. Do I have enough headroom here? Let's see. You should be able to see my head here, right? My balding head. I went and got a haircut yesterday. Could you tell? Huh? Can't do a thing with my hair. Listen, folks, it is Thursday, and according to my uh, venue up there, Thursdays is supposed to be my weekly space update. And as many of you know, I took most of the month off of October, but I am back in gear of my desire and goal. I've never stopped the desire or the goal of getting to Mars. And yeah, so this is my space update in a different kind of way, right? Let's get going on this. Good morning. It is, what is it? It's October 30th. Tomorrow is Halloween. No, I hope you got plenty of candy. All the trunk or treats that were going on. I think my 7-year-old grandson has enough candy to supply the neighborhood. We'll find out sometime Saturday, although Friday night might be a good night to go out there and pop in on the old neighborhood and see what's happening. But neither here nor there. What I'm talking about today, if I can keep my mind focused, because I have no script, um, is other ways to get to Mars, right? And I realized that I can sit around the rest of my life waiting for a philanthropist to come along and say, yes, that makes sense, let's do it. If you're a philanthropist, please go to my .com site. All the details are there. So many details. It all makes sense no matter where you are in the process of thinking about sending somebody to Mars. I'll make it worth your while. I promise you that. Just look at the website, SubaruSteve.com. So I was thinking, you know what? I need to come up with other ways to come up with some money. I was going to do a GoFundMe, but that just doesn't seem right when there's so many people out there that need money more than me that are using GoFundMe. I didn't want to dilute that. So I did not do that. I chose not to do that. What I did choose to do recently was order a solo mining kit. Oh, the reason I have this up is so I can see your comments. If they will appear, let me turn that volume down. Let's see here. Okay, that's where they should be. Say hi. We'll see how long it takes for me to see somebody else say hi. Yeah. You like that? I kind of do. Oh, okay. So I bought a solo miner, right? I ordered this online, and it came in this little static-free envelope, right? And inside this envelope was this box, and inside this box was all of this. Um, this was broken down into several pieces, of which I had to put the pieces together. I had to put the backing on, which allows air to go through. There's actually a little mini fan in here. I had to put the front on here as well. I'll give you a little closer view at this before I light it up, but check it out. I think it's pretty cool. It is a small computing device. It absolutely works. I just have to figure out how to go from 5G with my Verizon to a 2.4G to get them connect. That's what I'm working on right now. But just to give you an idea of that, it is every bit a small computing device, and they go anywhere from 25 to 50 bucks, right? So I put this together, and the ads I see say up and running in 3 minutes. That ain't happening. I have spent so far about 2 hours getting to where I am right now, and that includes having a Bitcoin address. I'll tell you why in a minute, as well as other information regarding my Bitcoin nerd miner. That's what they call it, a nerd miner. Some places call it a golden nugget because it's got gold around it, right? Gold on the back. It's a golden nugget. You know why? This is a solo miner. And what this does is every 11 seconds, it tries again to hit a Bitcoin address, right? To mine Bitcoins. It's a solo miner. And the difference between a solo miner and other Bitcoin miners are that other Bitcoin miners will have a larger unit and they're plugged into a network with other Bitcoin miners. And if they solve or if they come up with a Bitcoin, then it gets divided equally among the people that are contributing to that mass mining effort. This solo miner, oh, it's like playing the lottery. I mean, the chances of me hitting this are probably like hitting the power. No, I don't know about the Powerball, but it can happen. And that's my point is every 11 seconds, it's like playing an endless lottery. You pay your one-time cost of whatever, 25, 30 bucks. You plug it in when it's working. and you just watch, and it's just back there, right? You could have it on your desk at work. You could have it on by your TV in the living room. It will always be mining and showing a little miner on there, and you'll have a little box that shows a 0. If that thing ever hits 1, you've just scored over 3 Bitcoins. And right now, that's over $380,000, right? Every 11 seconds, that's doing that, right? So I want to make this work. I am determined to continue pushing to understand this and make it work. And once I get one working, $25, I might order a second or a third, right? A lot of people have more than that, but I am going to do it. Have people, one, doing this? Yes, one. Have people mined Bitcoins doing this? Yes. Solo mining has produced Bitcoin recipients, right? But not a lot of them. So don't do this. Don't do this as a source of income. I'm doing it as another way to get to Mars, right? I know that I'm going to Mars, and this might be the way that I get the momentum I need to go off world, right? So let's go into this a little more. I'm going to plug this in. A couple questions I have for anybody out there that's doing solo mining is, what was this for? Now, I know it's a 4-pin setup, and I know how to plug it in here, but nowhere can I find, where am I supposed to plug in these 4 wires? Where do they go? From here, where do they go? Now, I'm connecting via a USB cord, right? So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. If I can get the right cord, there it is. There it is. And we'll just plug that in right where it goes. And you'll see this start to illuminate, I hope. There we go. You see it lighting up on the back of my hand? Because it's got a light inside. Look at that. It's a real LED working computer. It's not just smoking whistles, smoking mirrors, right? Wi-Fi. It's trying to connect on a 2.4 gig, which I don't have at the moment. I'm 5G, but I'm going to figure out how to get Verizon and me to go to 2.4G while I set this up. Now, what I'm being told is once you set this up, you don't need to be connected to a computer. It'll run on its own. It'll run on its own using your home Wi-Fi connection or your office Wi-Fi connection. But you'll see it boot up here. I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm going to keep spending the time now that I'm retired to figure this out, and I hope to really have it working by Monday, right? I'm going to try. Come on, there we go. Look, there we go. There's the miner, and there's my login information. I can also scan it and get them to connect, but until I get a 2.4 signal, I can't get them connected yet, right? So that's where I'm at, folks. And it's a touch screen, but there's nowhere to go with it until I get it working and connecting. This stuff I keep in the little box here. And they were supposed to send me a user's manual. I did buy this off of Amazon. Yeah, off of Amazon. And it was supposed to come with a manual, which might have made it a 3-minute installation. But I didn't get the manual. And what I did do is What I did do was I started making notes as I go and spend time learning more about this. I know I got to get a firmware version upgrade. I'm going to do that. It's also called a golden nugget. I need a secure cold storage wallet, which is offline. I know about that. I got that working. The 2.4 gig is where I'm stuck at. Switch from 5G to 2.4 using the NerdMiner Wi-Fi. And then I got to go look at a hub bin file. But if you have any experience with this, if you, the viewer, can you see that from here? I think you can. If you, the viewer, have experience using a solo miner, please let me know. I need your help. And I'll make a note on the back of this solo miner that who you are and that you get, 5% of any Bitcoin I mine because of your help. I'll put it on the back. And then if it hits, I look on the bottom and go, oh, I got to get this guy 5% of what I just hit, that $380,000. What's 5% of that? I don't know. It's a lot of money. So, folks, that's where I'm at. And that's my space update for today, for Thursday. Don't forget, I want to shout out Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers every chance I get, every opportunity that I think about it. There's a $500,000 reward out for information leading to his whereabouts and or to information leading to those responsible. There is a tip line you can call. Dog the Bounty Hunter's in on this, but more on that every Tuesday. I invite you to do a Google search, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and you'll see this young man's photo pop up. All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. Thanks for liking if you liked it. I'm going to go ahead and say I liked this. Can't believe nobody else does. Nobody's watching me this morning. You know, I'm going to have to go back and give away some money. Because, in fact, is there a live viewer right now? It don't say. If you're a live viewer, say hello right now. I'm going to count to 10. And if you say hello, you're going to score some cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nobody said hi. Nobody said hi live on my live stream. I'm looking right at it. What's this little button? Show your support for SubaruSteve. Oh, look at that. Super sticker, super chat, membership gifting. Wow. Y'all need to do some of that stuff. I need some help. Help a brother out. Okay, folks, let me get going. I'm rambling. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I got to get into the books, so to speak. I got to figure this out. That's what this is all about. And if I don't do that, then this was a waste of time for me as well as you. So just watch and see. I'll get this sucker working. I'm determined, and I have the time, and I know I can learn anything anybody else can, right? Including going to Mars. High five now, I am SubaruSteve in the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia.